Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Abraham Lincoln High School in Coney Island. We are bringing you the PSAL City Championship. Today, it's E Hall versus Curtis, the number 1 and 2 seeds, respectively. I'm Peter Andrus, bringing you all the live streaming action today. And with me, my very competent announcers, Joby Smith and Adam Calgene. Take it away, guys.
Hey, this is going to be a great one. Can't ask for better out here in Brooklyn. It's going to be a packed house, a lot of people on hand to watch this in anticipation. Two-time defending champion, undefeated Erasmus, beat Curtis, who was 9-1 coming in during the regular season, 35-21. And guess what? Coach Pete Gamardella and Curtis has produced an All-American and first-round NFL draft pick, Dominique Easley. Meanwhile, on the other side, Danny Lamberg and Erasmus had their own All-American, Curtis Samuel, go to the NFL early in the second round of the draft from Ohio State. So quality programs, big brands, nationally known.
Yes, it's a great day today for football, certainly football weather. Very happy to be out here with you guys calling the game, and we're looking forward to an exciting game.
This is a perfect afternoon for football here in Coney Island. It's sun's not up, but the lights are on, and a lot of stars on the field to watch today. It's going to be very exciting, and the fans are already getting revved up to stay warm in some nippy weather.
So the Curtis High School football team is lining up, getting ready to kick the ball. They're wearing their black uniforms with maroon lettering outlined in white, and then the Erasmus team is wearing their all-white uniforms with a black helmet, red numbers and letters, and it looks like we're ready for football. The kicker has his hand up. He's ready to kick. And the ball is away. It's a low, short kick. Erasmus returning the ball about 7 or 8 yards. Looks like they're going to take over first and 10 on the 38-yard line.
This team can score from anywhere on the field. Very explosive players to watch today. A lot of playmakers.
I was watching in warm-ups. Their quarterback was taking 50, 60-yard bombs down the field.
Absolutely.
All right, so yes, definitely both very capable offenses, and let's see what the defenses do. All right, so Erasmus is lined up in shotgun formation. One running back to the left. We have a player in motion now to the right. Short pass to the right. And a tackle for about a gain of 1 yard.
Nice swing out pass in the flats there to try to get some room for the playmakers. And Erasmus will move that ball around the field, go downfield with throws, throw underneath the coverage. They've got a very good game plan here, as well as Curtis on the other side.
Okay, so Lincoln's back up to the line. Shotgun formation once again. One run running back to the right. Looks like a quick handoff up the middle. Gain of about a yard on the play.
Just testing each other early. Nobody wants to turn the ball over early. So you'll see a lot of ground play, test up the middle with traps and see what they can come up with. But they will not be afraid to put the ball up in the air downfield.
I'd say they're waiting for the signal from the sideline. Looks like he gained a couple more yards than I originally thought. It's 3rd and 4. Shotgun formation. We've got 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback looks like he might be ordering out of the play at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snaps off. Quick handoff up the middle. No gain on the play.
They actually dropped him for a couple.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
Playing conservative, mistake-free football so far. Let's see if Curtis will be more aggressive on offense on their opening drive.
So Erasmus has the punting team out on the field. Number 16's got the ball up and away. It's a decent kick. Ball's going to take Erasmus bounce and roll out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, 34-yard line.
And we saw Erasmus try to open it up. You see what kind of athlete Vincent Cajano is, their quarterback, their junior. He can do everything for them, but on the other side, Curtis remembers that defeat earlier in the regular season. They're trying to avenge that. And these guys are huge rivals. Whenever they get together, it's a barn burner.
All right, so Curtis High School's coming up, breaking out of their huddle, coming up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're also going to be utilizing the shotgun formation. They have 2 wide receivers to the right. Ball snapped, quick handoff. Looks like he's going to be tackled for a loss. Erasmus has a gang tackle, takes him down for about a 6-yard loss.
You see the Dutchman swarming to the football right there, and that's the way they do it. Hats on the ball, and they try to push you back.
Yeah, they absolutely smothered him.
Oh, yeah, they put his back to the end zone there, and that's what they want to do, drive him back and try to capitalize with good field position on their next possession.
So it's only a 2-yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12. They must have given him forward progress on the play. Quarterback's back in a shotgun formation. Ball snapped. He's dropping back to pass. Scrambling a little bit. Now he's going to take the ball up the middle. He's running. Just about got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 yard on the play.
Great speed and effort on the side of the defense for Erasmus. They'll try to keep everything in front of them, not get beat deep. But Curtis, they know this team very well, and they're running a hurry up too.
Yep, now they're back up on the line of scrimmage. Looked like the quarterback might have had some room there to run, but as you said, Joven, they got right up to the line. They got right up on him. All right, shotgun formation.
They think that's advantageous for them to keep the pace of the game up, try to wear that defense down early.
So there's a penalty on the play. Looks like it could be legal formation. Let's see what the refs come out with. That's offsides. All right, so that's going to take them back 5. Looks like it's going to bring up 3rd down. Going to bring up 3rd and 10.
We got several guys that are D1 bound in college football, and this has been a tradition for both coaches for a number of years now, sending guys to top-ranked programs.
There's quarterback scrambling for his life on this play. He's met by at least 3 or 4 Erasmus Hall defenders. Tackle for, looks like he might have gained a half a yard on the play, but he was certainly swarmed well behind the line of scrimmage.
Just the feeling out process going on right now. And again, nobody wants to make mistakes early in this one. Should be tightly contested. And again, they know each other, very familiar. They've had plenty of time to watch each other over the course of the season.
All right, so the ball is snapped, the punt is off. It's a punt for about taking a bounce for the defense there, and now they'll take over
at the 40-yard line.
Amazing how fast these quarters fly. We're already 7:41 left in this opening quarter.
All right, so Erasmus is going to bring their offense back out onto the field. We expect them to maybe expand a little bit here in the second drive, but definitely pretty conservative to start the game. They got some big linemen out there, too.
Oh, yeah. Big and athletic.
You're not kidding. All right, so we got a shotgun formation, player in motion to the right, and it's a quick handoff up the middle, but he is met instantaneously at the line of scrimmage and dragged down for a loss.
If he should have fallen on the first one, they got another couple of yards pushed back because he tried to make a second move.
Well, you know these players today want to shine under the lights here in the championship game. So you'll see those second and third efforts, even if it's counterproductive.
Yes, unfortunately that one was counterproductive.
Yes, it was.
It's about a 2nd and 19.
All right, so we got shotgun formation. Another player coming in motion. Quick handoff up the middle. And he's on the run. He's moving. He's just broke a tackle. He's out across midfield, and he's forced out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So finally get a productive play there on offense. A little bit of action.
There's that explosiveness that Joby was talking about.
Woodinsley Cardijon, the junior running back, showing quicks down the sideline.
Erasmus making several substitutions now. It's sending out about 3 players. 2, one's coming back onto the field. Quarterback signaling to his lineman up at the front, giving him the play. Looks like he got 2 men in the backfield. He's now moving his running back over to the right. We got 1 receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Now he's moving the running back back again. Shotgun snap. Ball's handed off up the middle. Number 9. Whoa. Wow! Hurdles a player right past the line of scrimmage. Unfortunately, that effort is going to be called back.
Wow. Showing a little vertical there.
Yeah, that was serious. I'm sure he's disappointed in that play. Oh, they're waving the flag off. There's no flag on the play. All right, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 2. 2nd down and a long 1. Tremendous athletic ability on that play. Unbelievable.
Danny Lamberg has very fortunate to have the kind of players he's had over the years.
All right, so he's waiting for the shotgun snap. Got 1 running back to his right. Twins left. 1 wide receiver to the right. Coming up to the line of scrimmage, possibly changing the play again. Moving his running back over to his left-hand side. He's dropping back to pass. He's got a long one. He's going for the end zone. He's going for it all. Slightly overthrown.
Cajano trying to go downfield aggressively, launching one. He's got a great arm, very capable quarterback, and scary because he's going to come back for another season with the Dutchman, just a junior.
I'm sure the coach would be more than pleased to have him back running the offense next year.
That's right.
Yeah, great time to take that shot, too, because they're only 2 yards away from the 1st down.
Absolutely.
They've got 2 more shots to do it. So
Absolutely.
why not?
Without a doubt. All right, Coach, so Lincoln's quarterback's set for the shotgun snap. Ball snapped. Handoff up the middle. Looks like he might have gotten the 1st down, but then looks like they're going to give him forward progress at a 1st down. Gain of 2 yards on the play.
So we'll see if the ref gives him a healthy spot there.
Yeah, it looks like he's, from my angle, it looks like he's got it. They might have to measure this one, though. Oh, no.
Giving them 4th and inches.
That's it. Unfortunately, I'm not giving you a good perspective.
I think that they're going to go for that.
Yeah, I think they should. They can definitely push the ball for a 1/4 of a yard here. All right, shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle. He's got more than enough to get the 1st down. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll bring him up to the 30-yard line.
And this provides an opportunity for Erasmus to kind of wear that defense down early. With Curtis, they're getting pushed back, sustained drives. That means they've got to stay out on the field longer, and that could play a major impact later in this game.
All right, so Cajano's back in the shotgun formation once again. We got 1st down and 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Shotgun snap is off. He's got a fake run-pass option. He's keeping the ball around the right-hand side. He's met by a host of defenders. Gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Curtis bending but not breaking. They're trying to make sure that they don't allow Erasmus to get on the board early here with 4:40 to go out here in Coney Island.
As you said, Joby, though, they are certainly trying to wear them down right now. All right, so Erasmus is coming up to the line of scrimmage. I haven't seen too many substitutions from the Curtis side on the defense. Cajano's waiting for the snap, shotgun formation. He's pulling a player in motion across the field. Quick handoff to number 6. He's got a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Looking for Foxworth, running that jet sweep around the left side, looking for the peripheral, but Curtis protecting the edge of that defense very well.
So we're looking at a 3rd down and about 5. Lincoln is in once again, shotgun formation. One wide receiver to the right, one to the left.
E-Hall.
Hand off the middle. Oh, sorry. Sorry, fellas.
Wow.
Yes, Erasmus Hall, they're moving the ball. They're going to have the ball now 1st down, 1st and goal at about the 4-yard line.
And you see that explosiveness. Here they go.
All right, shotgun snap up the middle. Quick handoff and a quick tackle.
Credit that Curtis defense with their quickness and recognizing the play pre-snap read. Cajano going to the sideline and allowing his coaches to get him refocused and cap this drive off with a touchdown.
So Erasmus making a substitution, bringing in a fresh running back. Cajano's waiting for the shotgun snap, handoff up the middle to number 15. And it looks like he's going to be going in for the touchdown.
Great surge by that offensive line for the Dutchman. And again, when they're going with the pace and the tempo that they want, they can be very, very dangerous. 2:50 left in the 1st quarter. They're up 6-0. And they're going to look to tack on a lot more than that if they can keep Curtis falling back on defense. Trying to wear him down.
Great job by the Erasmus coaching staff to bring in a fresh pair of legs for that play.
They're very deep on their roster and a lot of playmakers, as I said from the opening.
All right, Mr. Do-It-All, Cajano is lining up to kick. Ball snapped, placed down, kick is through, and it's good.
He's a playmaker with his legs, his feet, his arm. Exciting player to watch.
For sure.
Remember, this is one of the a nationally ranked program in Erasmus because of the amount of players that they send off to top flight programs. That's not by mistake. That's been built over time with Danny Landberg having great contact with a lot of the youth coaching around the city and having the brand to protect there. That he allows nothing but quality involved with his program. Same thing on the other side with Coach Gamardella. He's produced a lot of great players. Great coaching staffs as well to support those head coaches.
Yeah, it looks like both of these teams have a good amount of support in the stands here today, and they also have a lot of family and friends here on the sideline coaching and some of their underclassmen here. Cajano's going to kick the ball off now. It's a line drive kick back to about the 20-yard line, and it's just kind of fumbling around. Curtis picks it up, and they'll take over on offense.
Very important for Curtis to answer on this drive. They don't want to allow Cajano and company back on the field so quickly and get down by a 2-touchdown deficit.
So we have about 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter, and I don't think Curtis has not really had the ball on offense too much. Let's see what they could do here. Quarterback's waiting for a shotgun snap. Ball snap, quick handoff up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and now it's another gang tackle situation for Erasmus Hall.
You're not going to get much up the middle against Erasmus. As you can see, they stay with gap control, gap responsibility, gap discipline. So they're not going to get hit that much up the middle. Maybe the play action with their aggressive defensive style can work against them. We'll see if Curtis will dial that up.
All right, it's another handoff now coming around to the left-hand side. He's got some room to run. Number 5 with a large chunk on that play. Excuse me, number 6 from Curtis. Large chunk on that play.
You see the explosiveness for the Warriors. They've got athletes over there, and you see what happened. Big play, and that's what they needed to get on the other side of the 50 Now they're operating as the clock's ticking down, 2:20, and marching into the end zone right now.
1st and 10, ball snapped, handoff up the middle, and Lincoln wasn't going to have that again. Excuse me, I keep saying Lincoln. Erasmus wasn't going to have that again.
Erasmus showing they could take a punch on defense and alertly got back on track after getting hit with a big play there.
All right, so we've got a hurry-up offense situation here for Curtis. Ball snapped. Fake the handoff. He's rolling out to the right. Now he's going to circle back to the left. He's got some blocking. Looks like there's going to be a penalty on the play. Possible block in the back. I think they're going to bring this one back.
That's going to happen when you have a guy scrambling around like that. It's hard to kind of get people in front of you when you're trying to protect your ball carrier.
Oh, they're waving the flag off. No flag on the play. All right, so Curtis is going to regroup now, get themselves back up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they got 3rd down and about 6. They're in shotgun formation. Running backs to the right and left. Ball snap, high snap up the middle. Hand it off. Ball's going around to the left-hand side. Relatively no gain on the play.
Again, that Erasmus defense strong up the middle. Curtis has had some success running outside, and I wouldn't be surprised if they test that right side of the field.
That's going to bring up a 4th down in about 6 yards, 7 yards. And looks like they're going to go for it here. All right, 4th and 6. Or maybe they're just trying to draw them off sides. No, Erasmus is poised. They're ready to play.
Flag on the play.
They got offsides. They're going to take them back.
You can't afford to not play aggressively in these kind of championship games. Curtis wants to capitalize and get some kind of score on the board before Erasmus takes back over on offense.
All right, so that's going to bring up 4th down and 12. Curtis has 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a high snap. Quarterback's on the run. He's going to pass. Overthrew his receiver a little bit there. Might have been some miscommunication on the pass route there.
Well, let's see how Curtis's defense responds now after that last long drive by Erasmus. These guys aren't getting a whole lot of rest if they don't sustain their own drives on offense. But we will see. And Erasmus, they're going to try to go for the jugular vein early. They don't want to let their foot up off of Curtis's neck. 45 seconds left in this opening quarter.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it all right here. Let's see what Erasmus does. They're coming out with 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. Cajano's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Handoff up the middle. And he almost broke it. Number 22.
You see them hurrying up to the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of time to play with here, but I believe they should have at least 2 timeouts. Ball snapped up the middle. Again, handed off up the middle. And tackled at the line of scrimmage.
So important what happens on the sidelines here. Both coaching staffs really trying to coach their guys up and make in-game adjustments as they see them out developing, and obviously they got to find a way to touch the soft spots, the vulnerable spots of these defenses.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter.
And that's it. The clock winds down.
Erasmus Hall High School 7, Curtis High School 0.
So it's been an exciting game to this point. I think we probably were expecting a little bit more scoring, but nonetheless, the ball's been moved pretty well up and down the field by both teams.
A lot of speed on defense for both squads. That's what's enabling them to kind of get their stops when they need them. But guess what? This is a time when you're going to find out who's who and who really wants to win this championship out here. Curtis has a lot to play for, pride. They only lost one game during the season. That was to this very same Erasmus squad.
All right, so the coaches are toking up their teams on the respectable sidelines.
I look for Curtis to put the ball up in the air a lot more. Again, try to use some play action, free some guys up over the top. Of course, Erasmus is expecting that, so they'll be ready on the other side.
So Curtis offense coming up onto the line of scrimmage now. They're getting set. They have one wide receiver to the right. Oh, no, it's Erasmus. I'm sorry. Erasmus is handing the ball off up the middle. And he will not go down. Relentless right now.
Fighting for every inch.
Literally fighting for every inch on that play.
The pile-up is good enough for a Dutchman. First down.
So the Dutchmen are making a couple of substitutions.
Erasmus trying to get the right personnel in there.
All right, so they have one wide receiver to the left, one wide receiver to the right, two backs in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Cajano's rolling right, passing right. He's got a wide receiver open, but he just overthrew him.
You see how aggressive they're being right now.
It's a good time in the game to take a shot.
You have to. Again, you go deep and then come underneath the coverage. Some screen plays, some hitch passes, something, a curl route over the middle, whatever they have to do to free a guy up for a run after the catch, they'll definitely try it.
Okay, so they're back on the line of scrimmage. They have shotgun formation, two wide receivers to the left. Now one's going back in motion to the right. Quarterback's back to pass. It's a short pass over the middle to number 5. Number 9, he's on the run. He just broke a tackle on the sideline. He's going to be going in for a touchdown.
That's what I said. You run him deep and you go under the coverage for the run after the catch. That's exactly what just happened. Great play selection by Danny Lamberg and his staff. And all of a sudden, they're up by that 2-touchdown margin that Curtis didn't want to see early.
As you said, Joby, great play selection. They set that play up very well. Went deep a couple times and then just brought it back right over the middle.
That's right.
For a short pass. A lot of athleticism on that play.
I've seen this squad play a lot, and I kind of know what they're thinking sometimes because I've seen them execute those kind of plays over several years. Big play capability.
A lot of athleticism by Yassine Murden on that play.
Yes, yes.
All right, the ball's kicked through the uprights, and Erasmus will take a 14-0 lead.
Murden was a star in that other game they had earlier in the season, so he's accustomed to making plays under pressure, and we're under the lights here in Coney Island. Exciting. The fans filed in. Very, very crowded now.
Looks like they're still lined up outside to come into the game.
Oh, yeah. High security. Trying to come into this venue has been very well organized. And hats off to all the police officers and security personnel here. They've done a nice job keeping this place safe.
They didn't even want to let me in here today.
I had to park by the flower truck. Long, long way.
All right, so Erasmus is going to be lining up to kick the ball off. As I said, Mr. Do-It-All Cajano is lining up to kick.
Cajano's got a nice leg on him.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that long arcing kick. I haven't seen that from him yet. Here we go. Let's see what he got for us here. All right, they're going for an onside kick.
Yes.
Somewhat of an onside kick.
Yes, they did.
him. We're seeing a penalty on the play.
It's got to go 10 yards.
Yeah, might have just been shy of that.
the element of surprise. You see how aggressive Erasmus is being. They're not taking anything for granted being up by 14. They want to put another one up on the board or a couple before halftime.
But when you have that many athletes on the field, you can certainly afford to be aggressive.
Yes, you can.
Penalty against the Rapids. 15-yard penalty.
So there's a 15-yard penalty assessed on a play. Curtis will get a little help there.
Gives them some nice field position.
And you gotta capitalize right now. You can't allow yourself to come up with 0 on this possession.
So,
Because you know what Erasmus is going to do right away when they get the ball back.
Curtis has 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Shotgun formation with the 1 running back to the right. Awaiting the snap. Ball snap, decent snap, handoff up the middle. He's running for spinning and still spinning, still running. Boy, he was met at a yard deep or yard past the line of scrimmage, and he took the ball all the way out for a first down.
He pushed an extra 9 yards after contact.
That's all heart and desire right there.
That was good enough for a Warrior. First down.
It's that old football saying, you spin, you win.
That's right. Very physical game today.
So it's going to be first and 10 from the 35-yard line. Got a quick snap, a handoff up the middle. And another gain of about 8 yards on the play.
Playing on that left hash mark. Curtis surging off the read option, not putting the ball down on the ground. Very important. No turnovers, and they've got to convert here.
And they're back up on the line of scrimmage. They got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quick snap, and there's a whistle on the play. Second timeout, Erasmus. Well, that's one way to stop the hurry-up offense.
Yeah, they need to regroup, kind of talk it out, and make sure they don't come up empty here. So far, both coaching staffs kind of feeling each other out and seeing what they can accomplish, but Erasmus has been totally aggressive. Curtis, they just need execution and to get their confidence level up, not be down by more than 2 touchdowns. You need to cut that in half right now.
Again, as you mentioned, and I was just going to say that the coaching job, the job of the coaching is, that's how they got to this point.
And they both know each other so well. These are 2 of the premier coaching staffs in New York State. These teams are highly ranked, so above even the Catholic School League and what have you. Perennial powers.
Right. Curtis line up with the similar formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quick handoff to the right-hand side, around the outside. He's tackled for a gain of about 3 on the play, about 2 on the play.
Nice angle of pursuit by that Erasmus defense to shut that down. But look at Curtis staying ready in the hurry up and keeping the pace and the tempo up.
They're chipping away, chipping away. Here we go. Shotgun snap up the middle. High snap. Ball's kept by the quarterback, and he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's where Curtis can utilize the aggressive style of Erasmus defense against them. But you got to create something off of play action and free a guy up over there on the left side of the field. You got some room to throw a fade pattern. You're not too close, so they can throw a fade pattern and probably get it in there.
All right, they're talking it over. They got trips left. Quick hand up the middle to number 1. Definitely enough for the first down.
Yeah, he's going to get a 1st and goal out of that.
So now they can keep it on the ground. Now they can keep it on the ground.
Not a bad idea, eating up some clock, keeping that explosive Erasmus Hall offense off the field.
That's right.
All right, so we got a shotgun formation for quarterback. Ball snap, high snap, handoff up the middle, tackled immediately.
The Dutchman defense stiffening up with their goal line behind them. They're trying to prevent a score here, but Curtis looks real hungry. And I love the way they get ready at the line of scrimmage and ready to go with the next play.
So Curtis is shuffling some men around. from the left to the right. They got two receivers to the right. Quick handoff to the right-hand side. Looks like he might have the corner. He's got the angle. And it was a fumble.
Yep. Ball came out.
Fumble. The ball came out right before he got to the goal line. Wow.
Wow, that ignited the crowd for Erasmus, boy. Laying the wood out there. Wow.
Wow, fumble at the 1 yard line.
That's very, very deflating, too. I told you, they had to avoid that. They had to avoid putting the ball on the ground. Turnovers are killers in a game like this. They make you pay. The good thing for them is that Erasmus has to start from way deep. But let's see what kind of penetration that Curtis defense can get. That's very, very deflating.
It's always deflating to fumble the football, but especially on the 1 yard line after a long drive.
Yeah, it looked like he was about to get 6 points on the board, and instead they lose their possession entirely.
All right, Cajano just took the snap in the end zone, and the ball's got back out to just over the goal line, probably out to about the line of scrimmage. I think with his forward progress, he should be out.
Yeah, they're calling it right on the 1 yard line.
Trying to get the safety, Curtis,
And now
on D, but
the referee is going to call an unsportsman on, I believe they're going to call an unsportsman on the Curtis sideline. After the referee threw the flag, he turned back and looked at the Curtis sideline.
uh-oh. Can't afford to come unraveled here because they're playing well. They're not executing as well on offense in terms of protecting the football, but they drove it all the way down the field. If they can keep Erasmus on this side of the field, they've got a chance back on offense.
So as I suspected, they're calling an unsportsmanlike conduct. Someone on the Curtis sideline. That's a shame because they were just about an inch or two away from having a safety and, and sparking something for their own team.
Yeah, now it's going to march it up and give them the first down.
So there's essentially no chance of them getting the safety now. They just can't give Erasmus 15 yards to play with.
This is where it starts to really hurt you when you lay the ball down. Now you're making mental errors, and you just can't afford to do that with a team like Erasmus.
Erasmus is going to take over now, take off, hand up the middle. Another penalty on the play. Flags are flying. Let's wait for the call.
8:14 left in this half. So far, Dutchmen controlling their own destiny.
Is that a false start call?
Full start on the offense.
I think there may have been an offsides too, and they offset.
Good eye, Peter. That's exactly what it was. You don't see that kind of call too often. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Jano's calling out his play to his offense. They got one wide receiver two to the right, one to the left. Looks like Curtis went off sides again.
You really don't expect this from a well-coached squad, but these guys have got to get their heads together. You see it's costing them as they get pushed down the field with penalties and turnovers. That's not good.
E-Hall has moved 20 yards out from the goal line, and they haven't actually had to move the ball themselves.
No, they haven't.
They haven't even run a play yet.
They had one. It was almost a safety, and the result of that play is what pushed them out.
That's
unbelievable. Right. Shotgun snap. Ball's handed off up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He's able to stumble forward and spin for, the ball might be out. Yes, well, Erasmus fumbles.
That's what Curtis needs. They made him play deep from this side of the field. Now let's see if they can finally capitalize. They cannot afford to come up empty on this other possession now. The defense made something happen for them. Playmakers on that side got the ball back with plenty of time left in this first half, 7:19 to go. But you can't afford to come up empty.
Yes, they definitely need to capitalize on this turnover and get the ball into the end zone. So they're lined up with one wide receiver to the right, two to the left. Shotgun snap up the middle. Ball's handed off. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle for gain of about 2 yards on the play.
They proved they could move the ball on that last possession, so it's all about protecting the football, and if they can keep that drive sustained, you keep Cajano off the field and you put some points on the board.
Ball snapped at the middle. He's back to pass, number 7. Got a nice pass across the field. Gain of about 10 yards on the play.
Kevon Harper really threw a dart there. Junior quarterback staying focused and patient, allowing his man to come free.
Yeah, that ball was right on the money.
Threw a real dart there. Impressive.
He's got shotgun snap. Ball fake up the middle. He's got a pass. Back to the line of scrimmage. Ball popped out, but I believe he was down first.
Make no mistake, there's some very hard hitters on both of these squads. Erasmus, they got some big, strong kids over there that know how to really lay you out. So you got to protect the football at all times.
Yeah, you need to respect the size of the defensive linemen from Erasmus Hall.
They're huge. Like I said, many D1 guys have come out of that program, Division I.
Curtis has a man in motion. Quick handoff to number 1. Across the middle. Maybe gained a yard on the play.
What I love about what Curtis is doing is they're utilizing the entire field right now. They're trying to get something going around the edge. If Erasmus can't hold the edge, then they can get broken for big plays. And they test the middle to kind of get that aggressiveness pulled in, and maybe they can come off another play action throw here. Harper is a very good quarterback.
All right, Harper's waiting for the snap. He's got a man in motion to the right. He's back to pass. Penetration by the defense, but he's slipping through. All right. Looks like he's going to be very close to the first down on that play.
Yeah, he gets almost all 10 by himself. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 1, maybe 2.
You've got to go for it right here.
Looks like 4th and 2. There's no doubt they have to go for it here. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to talk about it.
That's right. Gamardella and his staff understand pressure. They've been there, done that, have won PSAL titles at Yankee Stadium. So I'm sure they're going to get these guys to settle down and focus. No more errors, because they really have cost themselves in this opening half.
So each team has utilized the timeout at a very smart time in the game. Curtis is bringing in some fresh legs, possibly, to get put in the backfield. I noticed they're making a substitution. Joby, I do like the fact that they are trying to test the middle. They're not just giving up on the middle. They are trying to push the ball up the middle a little bit.
You got to do it. You got to establish some kind of consistency and strength at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. So they're going to make Erasmus work for the win. They're up by 14 right now, but believe me, these young men in black are very confident. They know what it's like to win.
Unfortunately, when they do run up the middle, they're running into a brick wall up there. All right, so let's see what happens here with the Curtis offense. They have 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like they might be changing the play here, bringing a player in motion. No, just changing the play at the line of scrimmage. All right, ball snapped. Run pass option fake. We're going to pass to the end zone. Oh, through the hands of the receiver in the end zone.
Well, that's what I said. They need to do some play action. Again, they came up empty, but I like the way they're trying to be aggressive down there.
Absolutely. Erasmus is going to take over on downs. They're going to have the ball 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line.
That Warrior defense really holding up well. And let's see if they can keep them deep in their own territory and possibly hand the ball over one more time to Curtis's offense before the half. Down by 2 touchdowns, 5:47 left.
So Curtis was knocking on the door a couple times, but Erasmus will not let them in. All right, so Cajano's back. Shotgun snap. He's got a player in motion. Looks like they were looking for the jet sweep, but the ball's on the ground. Let's see who comes up with it here.
Safety.
Wow. There you go. Points on the board.
Certainly going to help going into the half.
Points on the board.
And they'll get the ball back.
You got to give, like I said, the Curtis Warrior defense, they've definitely been playing up to par.
Looked like it was a low snap that just came in at the same time that the running back was crossing. It's just bad timing on that play. Or good timing if you're a Warrior, that's for sure.
Against Erasmus has been declined.
Not too many times you see a score 14-2, but here we go.
Again, they can control their own destiny coming into the half with another score, and you know they could feel pretty good about themselves if they finish it out that way.
That's just it. That too could be huge down the line,
Absolutely.
depending on how this game plays out.
Absolutely. And if you're going to win the turnover battle, you're giving yourself a better chance. All right, so there's a little lull in the action right now as Erasmus is bringing the kicking team out onto the field. Pajano's got the ball in his hand. He's about to place it down on the tee.
Erasmus's kicker has probably not dealt with a lot of safeties.
Not at all. Not at all.
I was under the impression they're supposed to punt it off, but they are kicking from the tee.
That's right.
And it's a deep end-over-end kick, spiraling down to about the 40-yard line. And he's on the move. He might have something. He's got blockers. He's got blockers. All right, he gets the ball out
Great field
to
position.
the 30-yard line.
Couldn't ask for better than
Over
that.
the 30-yard line.
There we go. A lot of confidence now for the Warriors. It's all about protecting the football and converting.
That safety could have just been the spark they were looking for.
Absolutely, they needed it. And they will run that hurry up.
So 1st and 10 on the 25. Good shotgun offense. Got a run pass option with the back getting the ball up the middle. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Looks like he's got more than that, actually.
I think they're giving him 8.
You know that Erasmus defense is getting a little tired now.
All right, again, no huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. Ball snapped. Same play, handoff up the middle. It's like a gain of about 2 yards on the play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and inches.
Curtis offense keeping the pressure on that E-Hall defense. I know Danny Landberg is going to have to make some adjustments on that side of the football.
Got a quick pass to the left, and he's dancing around the sideline there. Got a 1st down on the play.
So important to make the right substitutions when your guys have kind of rubbery legged at the pace they're going.
All right, Curtis is up on the line of scrimmage. Ball snap, shotgun snap, hand off to number 1 up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown.
Didn't take much time for that.
So Curtis has cut it more than half now.
And you see their sideline energized. They're right in front of us. These guys are enthusiastic because at first they look like, well, we got punched in our mouth. What do we do now? But they seem like they're a lot more confident now, alert, aware, and feeling like they're back in this game.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot more energy here. All right, so they're going to kick the ball. They're going to go for the extra point here. Ball snapped, placed down, and the kick is no good.
Wow. Well, there's still a one-possession game now.
Yeah.
14-8, not a lot better than it was.
Absolutely. You know, we certainly felt like Curtis needed to at least cut the lead in half there before we go into the second half. And they did that. All right, so it's been an exciting game so far. We've seen a little bit of everything. Let's see what Erasmus comes out with now. They're looking for a quick strike, or they just want to eat up the rest of the clock for the first half.
I guarantee you that Curtis will stay very aggressive on defense and try to get another score before this half ends, especially with the momentum swinging back in their favor. Erasmus's defense was on the field way too long, and they finally got punched in for a touchdown. So Curtis was their own worst enemy with the turnover, but not now. They've got that corrected, and this game is more on an even keel now.
That's a line drive kick out to the 30-yard line. Erasmus has the ball. They're on the move, getting just about out to midfield. Looks like they're going to take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line or 45-yard line. I'm sorry.
Look for Gajano to go downfield right away. I don't see them not being aggressive here because they know they don't want Curtis to feel confident going into the half. Try to get him down by another touchdown.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. I see Erasmus going for it here. You don't have too much to lose. The ball at midfield, first down.
Got to get more points on the board.
And there's still plenty of time to stop the clock. They've got the 4-minute warning coming up.
Giano takes the snap. Ball's handed off up the middle, and he's moving. He's got about 15 yards on the play, and he's dragging Curtis defenders with him.
Staying aggressive.
Great blocks by the offensive lineman on that play. Right through the gut of the defense.
Into Curtis territory. The ball is marked on the Curtis 37. The line good enough for another Dutchman. First down.
So Erasmus is getting up to the line of scrimmage. They're bringing two wide receivers to the left. Looks like we might have a 4-minute warning.
The 4-minute warning.
Looks like they're going to go to the air.
So
Cajano's a lefty anyway, so his strength is to that side of the football field.
Cajano's handed the ball off to number 9, running around to the right-hand side. He got about a 9-yard gain on the play. Forced out of bounds.
Got him on the right hash mark. Plenty of real estate out here to the left.
Certainly setting up for that long strike. All right, Erasmus is back up on the line of scrimmage. They have two wide receivers to the left. Shotgun snap up the middle. Ball's handed off. Number 9's met at the line of scrimmage. He changes direction to the right.
I like play action coming up for the Dutchman.
That's going to bring up first down.
And smart. They'll keep Curtis off the field, sustain this drive and try to convert, and then not give Curtis much time to operate.
Cajano takes the signal from the sideline. They have two wide receivers to the left. Ball's handed off up the middle to number 22. He's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for about another yard. It's going to bring up second down and 7.
Keeping the tempo and the pace up.
Yes, they are.
Erasmus.
All right, Erasmus has two wide receivers, one spread all the way out to the left, one about midway through. Ball's handed off up the middle. And the big push, big surge by the offensive line. The offensive line just falling forward with the running back.
That's all that beef up front working for them effectively.
Yes, more than effectively. That was a big scrum right there.
Well, now they don't have to really throw because they can probably march in and take a lot more time off the clock. So Great job by those big linemen for Erasmus. Great execution and great effort by all their ball carriers, too. Not allowing themselves to go down after the first contact.
Curtis calls a timeout, gives their team a little bit of a time for a breather. So it's 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. So Erasmus could still get a first down before they take the ball before they would get the ball in the end zone. 2:45 to play. Both teams are talking about it.
Well, imagine being up 20 or 21-8 going into halftime. You got to feel pretty good, although Coach Lamberg and his staff are probably going to be correcting things on the fly when they get in the locker room. Things they don't like seeing, and trying to come out here and play all the way through to the final whistle, Dutchman style.
Yeah, you'll certainly see some adjustments. Both of the coaching staffs are very good at making adjustments. They wouldn't be in this game if they weren't.
Of course, on the other side, Coach Gamardella is going to get his guys confident and focused and make sure that they understand they can't afford turnovers and mental errors in this second half coming up.
All right, so quarterback's got one running back to his left. He's going to hand the ball off up the middle to number 9. He's got a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Tackle down at the 8-yard line.
Erasmus muscling up front and utilizing their size and strength to try to push that Curtis defense off the football.
Yep, and the play's called. Looked like he's looking for a quick snap. Looking back to the sideline. Looked like they knew what they wanted to call right away, but now they're making some changes here at the line. Two wide receivers to the left.
Probably audibleizing.
A quick handoff up the middle. Short gain on the play.
Again, chewing up time on the clock. They won't allow Curtis, the Warrior offense, to get back on the field and score before the half. Unless they make a costly error here, I don't see that happening.
Third down.
Keeping the ball in the hands of the senior, Yassine Murden. He's going to line up to the left-hand side. Ball snap, back to pass. He's going to scramble forward.
Kahano tackled in the backfield, brought down back at the 12-yard line.
And a loss of about 3 yards on the play.
Well, remember, worst come to worst, they could kick because Cajano has already lined up and hit one, so he's definitely capable of doing that.
So Erasmus called the timeout to talk about it, so that's going to leave each team with one timeout, I believe.
They also want to figure out exactly what they want to do here. Do they go for it and try to pound one in, or do
just
they
get a
take the
kick?
3?
That's right.
I think they're going to go for it. I'd be very surprised to see them kick it. A lot of confidence in that offense. Since we have a host of referees today at the game, I guess that's suitable for a championship game.
We were talking last night about how the officiating crews, being as eagle-eyed as they are in playoffs, very often catches the teams off guard because they can't get away with some of the things that they've been doing all season.
And they've got plenty of them out here, and the best of them.
Yes.
That's how they pick them for the postseason. The best performing referees get a chance to call for the playoffs and the championship game.
Not only do students get report cards in high school football.
Remember, this was originally slated for Yankee Stadium, and they had to make an on-fly adjustment and bring it to this premier facility in Coney Island. And so far, it's been great for the fans.
Cajano takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's got a guy in the end zone, and he's overthrown. And crowd is murmuring for pass interference, but I don't see any flags on the play. Oh, there is a flag on the play. Okay. Maybe that's what the crowd is murmuring about. They weren't happy with the call.
Right.
Let's see what it is. going to give him the ball at the 1 yard line if there is. There was definitely some contact.
Lou, the tight end, is only a sophomore.
And a big one at that.
Yes, he is.
The referees are in conference.
Just
Discussing
a
the
minute
penalty.
5 left on this clock.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, black conduct.
Assuring Erasmus of not letting Curtis get another shot at the end zone here. Sustained drive, wearing Curtis' defense out.
Please move your cars. Thank you.
So the Erasmus team is got their whole team pretty much huddled around the offense on the sideline. Big decision they're making here, I suppose.
Is it a defensive holding?
The penalty of holding against Curtis is marked half the distance to the goal line.
Wouldn't be surprised if Cajano tries to take it himself.
Ball is marked on the 6. Still 4th down.
So it's 4th and goal at the 6 yard line.
Erasmus.
Erasmus is going to take their 3rd and final timeout.
Timeout.
I think it's about 4th and 3. They still have room to get a first down before the goal line.
Certainly would be a conservative call to have Cajano keep the ball, and he's more than capable.
Yeah, they're trying to get a pre-snap read and figure out what play gives them the highest percentage of success. And right now, Curtis is going to show them a look here, then change their look, and try to make them confused down by the goal line.
Yes, definitely a chess match at this point with the timeouts and the different looks.
And this is really critical. If they get another touchdown, that makes it pretty not comfortable for Erasmus, but a little more breathing room.
All right, so Erasmus is out of timeouts. Minute 5 to play. Certainly making sure they're getting it right here, what they want to do. Erasmus bringing their offense up to the line of scrimmage. Fourth and 3. Oh, you had to know that was going to happen.
Freezing the quarterback.
This is why we can't have nice things.
All right, this is it. All the timeouts have been called in the first half in the last couple of minutes.
Because
here.
each coaching staff knows how critical this is. This momentum swing before the half is so important. If Curtis can come up with a stop, they've got to feel pretty confident.
Yes, this is a pivotal point of this championship game. And it could go either way for either team. If Erasmus scores here, they got to feel like they're in command of the game. But if Curtis stops them, they have to feel really good about themselves going into the half. And they'll still have a chance to take a shot down the field.
Remember, that would be a safety they've recorded. And now if they come up with a goal line stand and keep this game within reach, that's got to be a beautiful thing for Coach Gamardella and his staff.
All right, so Erasmus's big boy offensive line is getting up to the line of scrimmage here. They got a pretty tight formation. They have everybody right around the line, and they're going to kick.
Cajano in to attempt a field goal.
Oh, a little trickery here. Let's see what happens. We're looking for the snap. The ball snapped, placed down, the kick is up, and it does not look like it's going to be good. It is no good. It was just short.
Well, that worked for
a little bit
Curtis.
to the right. Flag on the field. Flag on the field.
Wow. Curtis disciplined and trying to win that chess match between both sidelines. Obviously, it worked for them on that, but we'll see what the refs are discussing.
With all the offensive firepower that Erasmus Hall has, I'm surprised to see them even try something like that.
It's another foul against Curtis.
Oh,
Now it's 1st and goal.
that's terrible for them.
So for me to say surprising that they tried it, it actually worked in their favor. So they're going to get the ball now, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Jano's back to get the snap. He hands the ball off to number 9. He's around to the left-hand side. It looks like he's got the angle.
That's it.
And wait for the signal. He's in for the touchdown. Yassine Murden. Unfortunately, it looks like he was injured on the play, though.
Well, when you think
He's
about
limping,
this,
he's limping.
when you think about it, and you see what happened here, completely different outcome than what could have really happened if they didn't make any mental errors there.
A couple of those big linemen are carrying Murden off the field. He hurt his. It looks like he hurt his knee on his play. Now he's down on the floor. He dropped him when he's on his back.
Officials timeout for an injury.
He's got his leg up in the air.
Hope the young player, the young man is okay. Yassine Murden, the senior running back, another guy recruited by several colleges under Danny Lamberg's watch.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you've heard your car or your license plate called out,
Always hate to see these young men down on the field. It's a tough game they play, though.
Especially when it's their final game of their career in high school.
All right, looks like the athletic training staff has got him up, and he's walking gingerly, but where he wouldn't put any pressure on that leg before, he's walking now. He's walking a little bit better with every step.
There's 49 seconds left, and all of a sudden, you got a 28 game. And Curtis could have gone in only by 6. So that's unfortunate for them, but I'm sure, you know, they're going to get talked to, and Coach Gamardella and his staff are going to get these guys regrouped and organized. But they've got to cut out the mental errors because that's what's killed them so far.
So the chess match continues. Erasmus is going to line up now and take the extra point.
Hino to attempt the extra point.
Ball snap, kicked, and looks like it's not going to be good.
Kick is good.
Wow.
He's wide right again, a little bit wider this time.
20, Curtis, 8.
Getting a little too much air underneath that ball.
2-possession game now. 49 seconds left. Curtis may stay aggressive and just go downfield immediately. Why not? We'll see what happens off the kick.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to just let the clock run down.
Right.
You need the possession, so.
You need points on the board all the time.
You just can't turn it over.
Wow. One thing's for sure, we're not feeling as cold as we were on the opening day of these championship games. Today is a little more bearable. It was really, really cold yesterday.
You wouldn't have known it to see the weather this morning when it was snowing.
That's right. That's right. What a fabulous setting for football, though.
It most certainly is.
Johnson back to receive the kickoff.
That's Erasmus is lining up, getting ready to kick. Curtis has 2 plays deep around the 20-yard line. Ball's up, it's kicked. It's a line drive kick, but very, very deep. Gonna go all the way back to the 5-yard line. Curtis has the ball coming out around the right side. Got a blocker, the ball was out of his hands and bounced back into his hands.
Lateral.
And now he's going back the other direction.
Wow.
They might be able to score on this play.
Oh, boy.
He's cutting through the defense, back down, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. No laundry on the field. What a turn of events here.
Look at how alert they were on the lateral, too. Amazing, amazing play.
The ball popped out and then just ended up going back to, I think it was number 2 from the Curtis team. He changed direction and took it all the way back about 70-something yards for a touchdown.
That is a real momentum changer going into halftime. 27 seconds left on the clock, and the Warriors all of a sudden feeling very good about themselves.
Number 2's right out
That
here
really
in front
woke
of
their
us.
fans up too.
He's trying to quiet the crowd. He's telling Erasmus to be quiet.
Yep. Well, it shows you they're hungry. They're not going to give up. If they've got to score with special teams, whatever they've got to do.
All right, a little confusion now for Curtis. A little confusion for them going for the 2-point conversion. I wonder if they're going to have enough time on the clock to get this play off. They don't have a timeout. They're running their line. They're running the lineman up to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's waiting for the snap. Player in motion. Ball snap at the middle. He's back to pass. Quick pass to the right. Right at the goal line. Can he get it in? Can he get it in? He's dropped for a loss. Almost got the ball in.
Outstanding play.
Outstanding to get this to a 1-possession game.
Wow, 6 points again is the deficit. I know Erasmus is like, what do we have to do here? They are not able to keep their foot on the neck of the Warriors. They keep rallying back defensively, special teams, whatever way, the playmakers are coming from everywhere.
Well, if you grew up in the 80s, you know the Warriors love to get back to Coney Island.
Yes,
so.
they do. Classic movie.
And the Warriors have come to play. All right, so Erasmus, they have 2 players back deep here to receive the kick. I wouldn't be surprised to see them possibly, go for one here, go for a quick one.
You got to leave it all out on the field in a championship Sunday here.
Curtis kicked the ball, line drive up the middle to the right-hand side, fumbled around by number 7. He's got the ball, he's trying to reverse field. Lost about 2 yards on trying to reverse field. And Erasmus's offense is getting together on the sideline here.
Derek Laguerre looking for room to run, but great special teams play coming down to close that out.
That's so Erasmus on the sideline. They're talking about it. Curtis's defense is out on the field.
Nothing surprises me now. 21 seconds left. We might get another score the way this thing is going. You never know.
I could tell you from the Curtis team, number 2, Justin Garcia, he's looking to make another big play. He's breathing heavy right now, and he's ready. He's into this game. He just had that run back for a touchdown. He's ready to make a play on defense. It looks like Erasmus just going to take a knee here. Run out the clock. So it's been an exciting first half. That should do it.
Not willing to give Curtis another opportunity on a turnover conversion. They made big plays to keep themselves in it. 6-point game going into the locker room.
We have reached halftime of the 2021 PSAL Championship Conference.
Great first half, fellas. Very looking forward to the second half. Very much so.
A lot of excitement.
For sure.
All right, so we're going to step away. We'll be back with you in a short break. I don't know if they give them 15 or 20 here, but we will be back as soon as they are. 2014, Erasmus leads. We'll see you soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Abraham Lincoln High School in Coney Island. Second half coming up between Erasmus and Curtis, the city championship for all the marbles. I'm Peter Andrus with you, with Joby Smith and Adam Calgene. Take it away, guys. What have we seen so far today?
Well, we saw two teams slug it out, some mistakes made on both sidelines, but I'm sure with these capable coaching staffs, they made adjustments at halftime and got their guys mentally refocused in this game. 6-point deficit for Curtis, but definitely confident in the way they ended that half.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we've seen a little bit of everything, so let's hope we see some more exciting football here in the second half.
Penalties definitely hurting the Curtis side quite a bit.
The reality is that they rallied back and made plays when they needed to keep this one closer than it really should have been.
Yeah, they were somehow able to capitalize. All right, so it's a ground ball kick up the middle. And the ball's fumbled over here. He's cycling backwards. But Curtis is able to hold on to the football. They're going to take over 1st and 10. It was definitely took more than an Erasmus bounce. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line.
I predict that both teams will keep it all out on the field and go hurry up as much as they can. And it could be a track meet by the time it ends. But right now, Curtis within striking distance, only down 20 to 14.
Looks like Curtis might have went off sides.
Got to stay focused, though. Not shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, full start on the offense, marching them back 5 yards. So they had a player in motion. Let's see if they go back to the same play. They got 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers left, one coming in motion to the left-hand side. Tackled for maybe a gain of 2 yards on the play.
Erasmus would love to press them backwards. Keep them on this side of the field deep in their own territory.
So all the Curtis players looking to the sideline right now for the play. Lining up at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's in a shotgun formation. One to the right. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking left. Looking right. He's got a guy over the middle of the field. Oh, almost intercepted by Erasmus.
But they will continue to take their shots. That won't scare them one bit. Again, run them deep and come underneath the coverage. If they can run some swing passes out to left and right of the line of scrimmage, get something going underneath the coverage, anything that they feel like they can get a run after the catch and let their athletes take it the rest of the way.
Quarterback Harper had number 1, Samuel Martin. If he could have caught him in stride, he would have been gone for a touchdown. Let's see what they do here. It's going to be a quick pass to the right. And his small gain on the play, about 3-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 11.
Trying to swing the ball out and get him some room to operate. Kevon Harper, just a junior, a very capable thrower and very decisive.
This is the penalty on the play. They're going to march him up a little bit here. I don't know if that's necessary. Well, yeah, that's definitely going to change 4th down.
Roughing that quarterback.
Not necessarily a penalty you see in high school so much because they don't pass that much. But it certainly worked out for Curtis there. Got the ball 1st and 10 on the 30. Quick pass out to number 3. On the right-hand side, he's got some room. He's forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
You said it, Joby. Just get it to the outside. Give him some room to work.
That's right. Jaden Wright plays defensive back as well on the other side of the football, but just a sophomore. A lot of quickness on this side with Curtis.
Looks like Harper's in a little bit of a rhythm here. Waiting for the shotgun snap. He's got 2 wide receivers to the right. Got a quick handoff up the middle to number 1.
Remember, the way to wear some big guys out is to continually be ready to go on the next play. And they want to do that as quickly as possible and get on top of Erasmus, who are up by 6 right now.
So we've got two wide receivers right, one wide receiver left. You have a wide receiver in the left slot. Harper's waiting for the snap. He's got a quick pass to the right. Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Good strategy by Coach Gavardella. Let's run these guys into the ground, make them chase us all over the field on these swing passes. I wouldn't be surprised if they run a couple of screens and then take another stab downfield.
And once again, utilizing the whole field, going right, going left, going
field.
right, going left.
Gets people tired.
The high snap, ball's handed off to the left-hand side. Gain of about 1 yard on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 2. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Headed to the metal. Calling into play from the sideline. So it's 4th and 2. Offense on the field. Kevon Harper gets the snap, hands the ball up the middle. Hand the ball off to Maurice Hinton.
See where they spot him.
Just going to be shy, it looks like, of the first down.
They get a favorable spot.
Yep, they're giving it to him.
Well, they got it. Looks like his forward progress could have taken him that far.
Curtis moving the chains effectively. And again, keeping the rest of those guys from Erasmus off the field.
Okay, so
John Owen company.
2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Now motion, player in motion to the right. Shotgun snap, back to pass. He's on the move. Harper's on the move. He's got some wheels.
Oh, look
He's
at
ready
that
to run.
speed. Look
Whoa.
at that speed.
Kevon Harper taking advantage of those good wheels on him, just like you said. He's very quick.
Forced
Very
out of
quick.
bounds around the 11-yard line.
He's knocked out at the Erasmus Hall line. Good enough for another. Curtis, first down.
So Curtis is gonna get the ball first and 10 at the 12. So they still got looks like about the 11.
So aggressive out of the locker room.
Yeah, they came up with a good game plan to open up the second half here. That's a Harper's in a shotgun snap. He's got one running back to his right. Player in motion to the right. Quick handoff to the left. Looks like the trickery worked there. Did he get in for the touchdown?
Oh,
Maurice Hinton.
giving him to the 3-yard line.
Looks like he's going to get first and goal here. Oh, no, all right, 3-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
2nd and 1.
Warriors looking to keep their momentum going here and get on top for the first time in his football game.
All right, so they have 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left, running back to the right, high snap. Ball's kept up the middle by the quarterback. It was actually like a wildcat type of play. I think it was.
Great conversion right out the gate and giving Erasmus something to think about now.
So it was number 1, Samuel Martin, the wildcat play. Took the high snap, kept the ball right up the middle.
And we have a tie game.
Curtis with the opportunity to take their first lead of the game. Looks like they're going to kick it. Currently awaiting the long snap for the kick. Ball snap. Not exactly sure what the call is on the play here. Looks like it was some type of a penalty.
Dutchman looking to go ahead for the first time in this game. Actually, Curtis.
The Warriors.
Yes. Looking to go up for the
They
first
came
time
to
in
play.
this game. First time in this game.
We're about to be caught in the middle of a battle between the cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders are facing off. All right, so it was
Wow.
offsides on the defense. Now we got more whistles happening here. I'm sure you can hear the cheerleaders here in the background. They're going at it. A lot of smiles by these young girls.
A lot of competition.
All right, so now they're gonna back Curtis up a little bit. That's gonna change their play call. They're gonna bring the offense out onto the field.
Well, at least these guys got a chance to rest because they came out burning it up out of that locker room. I know Erasmus appreciates the rest they're getting right now.
All right, so Kevon's going up to the line of scrimmage. He's stepping back now, waiting for the shotgun snap. He's got two wide receivers to the right. He's looking to pass right. He's got the ball to the corner, just a little high on the throw.
So Curtis unable to take the lead in this game, but it's 8:31 left in the third quarter, and we saw something really incredible happen thanks to the legs of Kevon Harper getting his team in scoring position and converting. So let's see how Danny Lamberg and his staff answer the call here.
So there's a lot of action here in the first half. Action on the field, action on the sidelines with the cheerleaders battling it off. We got a tied football game with 8:31 to play in the third quarter. Curtis is ready to kick the ball. They're going to kick the ball. Looks like they're going for an onside kick now. Erasmus has got the ball. He's got speed.
Always risky doing that because you give up field position if you're not able to come up with the football. Nice idea and the element of surprise, but Erasmus was ready for that.
Erasmus was ready. They get the ball out across midfield. They're going to take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Again, a risky play. You're giving Erasmus very good field position here for their first possession in the second half.
But one thing's for certain, Erasmus has had plenty of time to rest, but Cajano has really got to get his team going here on this drive. They want to reestablish the lead.
So they got shotgun formations. Ball snapped to number 4. Kept the ball right up the middle. I don't see Cajano on the field for that first possession.
I think they're talking to him. Hopefully he's not hurt, and they'll get him out here with some kind of strategy.
He's still on the sideline. He's still on the sideline.
We'll see.
All right, so again, we got number 4 lining up in the quarterback position, waiting the shotgun snap. He's going to take the ball, keep the ball up the middle again. He's shaking, he's baking. And now he's picked up by the Curtis squad and dropped. I think he gained about 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Dutchman trying to step up the tempo here. They clearly had dominated at some point all the way up through the second quarter, but now Curtis has got renewed energy, confidence, and they're going to try to hang with the Dutchman all the way through and pull it out.
Jeremiah Colcloud takes the handoff again up the middle. Going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy.
So Erasmus has been playing it pretty conservative here. Conservative. Just a couple of direct snap handoffs to number 4, Cole Clow. Once again to Cole Clow. He's definitely got enough for the first down. Keeps the ball to the left. Just cuts in offside the left guard.
This is a part of Erasmus' offensive scheme. They utilize the Wildcat when they deem necessary, and this is for a change of pace and giving that Curtis defense a different look to defend.
Cole Clow also a junior, so he'll be back with them next year. Still lined up at the quarterback position, taking the ball again to the left-hand side. Typically, you'll see Cole Clow line up as a running back,
right?
Or he also plays safety.
Great ball carrier, great athlete. Danny Lamberg entrusting him right now with the offense until they can get their main guy, Cajano, back on the field.
Looks like we have another player lined up at quarterback now. Also waiting for the shotgun snap. Ball snap up the middle. Number 7, keeping the ball around to the right-hand side. He's got some running room. Derek Laguerre lining up at quarterback for this next set of downs.
Laguerre is a backup QB for them. The senior also a very capable wideout. So Danny using his whole roster right here to try to get something stimulated.
So Laguerre's lined up at quarterback with the player to his right, left. One wide receiver to the right, 2 left. He's keeping the ball now up the middle. Spun around. Looks like he gained about 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Of course, the Dutchman wanted to answer back quickly. Coming out of that locker room, it's already 5:17 left in this third quarter. Critical time for either team to get on top of each other. Tie ball game at 20 apiece.
5 minutes remaining to play in the third quarter. Laguerre's waiting for the shotgun snap. Trying to draw Curtis off sides. Shifting the offense a little bit. He's got 2 running backs behind him now. He's going to keep the ball on a run-pass option. Looks like he probably has enough for the first down, or it's going to be very close. He needed to get to the 19-yard line for the first down. And the way Curtis is celebrating, it looks like he did not make it. All right, so Curtis is going to bring their offense back on the field.
Operating deep in their own territory, very dangerous place on the field for them. But so far, Erasmus, they've been on the field a lot. The defense has been on the field, so Curtis has been able to sustain drives and make big plays and really, be a catalyst for their own selves to stay in this game.
Curtis defenders are all coming off the field now, sitting down on the bench in front of us. They're smiling. They did their job.
Nice job.
Curtis offense is waiting for a shotgun snap. Ball's handed off up the middle. A gain of about 5 yards on the play.
The key thing for them is not to put the ball down on the field, which happened to them in that first half.
You must move your car. Honda Accord KK3656.
The ball's handed off up the middle. Running back gets his helmet ripped off. Saw an interesting play in college football yesterday where I believe it was a Florida player had his helmet ripped off and continued to run in for a touchdown. Always a dangerous situation though. All right, so Curtis is waiting for a shotgun snap, 1st and 10. And the defenders are all over him. Erasmus with tremendous penetration on that play.
Read and recognize, that's what they're doing with Curtis. Not letting anyone get behind them either, but I believe they're setting up for more play action.
Number 7, Harper, waiting for the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. Looks like he might have somebody over the middle of the field.
Nice arm.
It was a great throw, but the receiver stopped running his route mid-route.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to lull that Erasmus defense and get behind the coverage. Now, I wouldn't be surprised for them to come back underneath again. They got tremendous athletes that know what to do after they catch the football. So Harper, I think, is going to stay as aggressive as he possibly can without turning the ball over.
Kevon Harper back to take the shotgun snap. He's moving his running back. Maurice Hinton to the right, to the left. He's got number 6, Victor Johnson, in motion. Swings the ball out to the left-hand side. To number 1, Samuel Martin.
Good strategy. Make him run to the football.
Gain of about 4. 4th and a long 7.
So 4th and a long 7 coming up. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Or they're going to punt. Looks like they're going to punt. Erasmus has number 4 deep, Cole Clow. It's not going to make it that far.
Okay.
Kind of a soft kick to midfield.
Kicking hasn't been a real big strength for either team today. Missed point afters, field goals, squib kicks, shortened punts. But here we go. Let's see what Erasmus can muster up, because now we're in a little bit of a lull. It's 2:19 to go. That third quarter flying by. Fourth quarter, you got to expect they're going to air it out. Can't afford to not come up with points on the board on any possession.
All right, so it looks like we're going to bring Cajano back out onto the field here.
That's what I thought they would do. Let it rip.
A little change of pace there to begin.
Remember, they got to coach him up on the sideline, tell him what they're seeing and what he can exploit. He's very capable of making plays with his feet and his arm.
Handed the ball off up the middle. Number 15, Ayer.
Just testing the middle.
2nd and 8.
So Erasmus has 1 wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Cajano takes a shotgun snap. He's back to pass. He's got somebody over the middle. Just overthrown him. It might be picked off.
It was picked up by Curtis.
Picked off. Wow.
Another great defensive play by Curtis. And that's really what's been the difference in keeping them very competitive in this game. They've come up with big plays at timely moments.
Navon Mitchell with the interception.
Now they have a chance to get a score on in this third quarter if they can move quickly. Or they'll just choose to chew the clock down and see if they can get on top in the fourth quarter. Either way, they've got to stay aggressive.
You win that turnover battle, it's giving your team a very good chance to win the game. Back to pass. It's a bullet. Oh, slightly overthrown.
That's what I mean.
Every ball thrown by Kevon Harper has been a dart today.
Strong arm.
A
strong
dart.
Arm. I would utilize him as much as possible. Now you get guys falling back into coverage. He can take off on a run of his own.
Harper waiting for the shotgun snap. He hands the ball up the middle. Number 25, Maurice Hinton. Tackled for a gain of about a yard or 2, a yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Perfect opportunity to throw a screen pass here or swing out a hitch pass to the outside and give his playmakers room to run with the football. Aggressive defense by Erasmus.
We've got 2 wide receivers to the right. He's back to pass. He's rolling. He's in heavy pursuit here. He's fast enough to get away. He gets the ball off. Looks like it's a gain of about 4 yards on the play. He threw the ball about 20, but...
Well, thankfully he didn't give up the ball, nor did he get sacked, so...
Right. A lot of times in that situation, you'll see him throw the ball
right
into the defender's hands. So,
that's right.
Fortunately enough.
Smart player.
And again, a dart. He can throw the ball. All right, so this is going to bring up 4th down and about 3, a long 3. Harper's in his shotgun formation. He's got a running back behind him. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Looks like he's audibling out of whatever formation he's in or play he's in. The shotgun snap up the middle. Ball's handed off to number 1, Samuel Martin. Just enough for the first down.
Be enough for the first down and change the quarter. We're in our final 12 minutes now.
The Curtis Warriors are very effective moving the football in the second half.
Yes, they are. Samuel Martin, a senior, wide receiver, running back, safety for the Warriors, and that's where you look for senior leadership to start taking over here in this final quarter of play. But that kid, Kevon Harper, is something else. I think he's got to be energized by what he sees as an opportunity here. Tie ball game, 20 apiece. This quarter is going to move very quickly. Can't afford any mistakes.
So 1 quarter to play for the entire season. 1 quarter left to play for the entire season. And there's a lot of smiles here on the Curtis sideline. Even though it's a tie ball game, they're feeling really good about themselves.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, we are tied at 20.
What a game in this championship. Final, both teams were very, very strong throughout. Erasmus undefeated coming in. The only loss for Curtis to this very same Dutchman squad. So we're going to have an appropriate ending here. Kids have earned their way towards the chip. It's a shame only one team gets to take it home.
That's everything we could ask for in a championship game, 20-20 in the 4th quarter.
Fans have been real quiet, you know, it's suspenseful, wondering what's going to happen here. Very, very quiet right now.
Kevon Harper waiting for the handoff, waiting for the shotgun snap. He'll take the snap, hand the ball off. There's a host of Erasmus defenders there.
They just creamed him.
Yeah, Erasmus has been very strong up the middle. They've probably got a couple of plays that they broke up the middle, but very few.
Keep them honest. Keep them honest.
I like them running the Dutchman sideline to sideline and seeing what they can make happen that way. Then go vertical with the passing game.
All right, Harper awaiting the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. Looks like he's going to go to the sideline and just out of the hands of the receiver. Had the right idea, just not the right execution.
Harper's pass intended for Elijah. Incomplete. 4th down.
It's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the owner of the
I think they're pretty confident that their defense has a handle on Erasmus right now. The other kind of interesting thing is how Erasmus had to make adjustments with the Wildcat, utilizing a couple of different players and bringing in their starter Cajano, who probably was a little cold out there on the sideline. So we'll see if he's warmed up and ready to go. The junior QB looking to lead his team to another city title.
Well, unlike the last punt, it was a phenomenal punt.
Got some air under that.
Punted the ball all the way back to the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Safely received by Cole Clow.
Who really wants it, right? Who really wants this? Erasmus has won two-time defending champ. Curtis looking for another one. They won one at Yankee Stadium. I was there with Ahmad Anderson and Barnes, the quarterback, were there. Tremendous team for Pete Gambardella. They know what it's like to win the game, win the chip, but it's business as usual for Danny Lamberg and his staff. They know that they're the dominant team in New York State.
Well, this is where you make your medal. Erasmus is weight back, shotgun snap, ball handed off the middle, ball handed off to number 9, and there might be a fumble. Oh boy, Curtis came out with the swipe and ripped the ball right out of number 9's hands.
And that's going to be the difference in this game. If they wind up winning, they definitely have won the turnover battle. Definitely have won that so far.
You got to cover up. You have to protect that football.
It's getting a little colder right now, too. I put my gloves back on. Guys have to hold on to that football, boy.
And there is a player down.
Like Erasmus's training staff has come out onto the field. They're picking up number 9. He's going to walk off on his own, or is limping off, unfortunately. Number 9, Yassine Murden, with the unfortunate fumble.
Awesome player for them too, on both sides. So you got to help. You got to get your help from other players now, and people that need to step up for the Dutchmen. They've lost a little bit of the control of this game. Gave Curtis a reason to feel confident, and now they're playing lights out, taking the ball away, and getting good field position.
All right, Curtis with a different type of formation. They have trips left, shotgun snap. Going to hand the ball up the middle with number 25. He runs to the right. Picked up a decent amount of yardage on the play. Maurice Hinton with an 11-yard gain on first down.
Finding those running lanes, and again, you got to know that Erasmus has got to get tired at some point, having to defend against so many weapons, and a renewed energy on this side right here. Curtis is very, very confident.
Kevon Harper threw the ball almost every down the last possession, and
Yes,
now they
did.
line up with the trips and get the ball to the right. Now let's see, it's a very high snap, but he's got the ball. He's going to keep it himself. Spins forward for maybe a yard. Actually, he's going to lose a yard. So they look really good on that first down possession. The second first down didn't go as well for them. Give credit to the Erasmus defense for getting good penetration on the play. All right, now it looks like Curtis is going to go with some type of a wildcat formation. They have number 1, Samuel Martin in at quarterback. He takes the snap, hands the ball off to number 6, Victor Johnson. He's tackled for a loss.
Erasmus stiffening up right now. They know they need to pull up a stop and not allow the momentum to completely swing in the Warriors' favor. They need to stay with the hurry up and the wildcat, keep these guys back on their heels, of course. But you got to execute.
Looks like they're going to bring Kevon Harper back in to play quarterback. Just got the play from the sideline. He's talking to his offensive players. He's got number 25, Maurice Hinton, to his left. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right. He's back to pass, drops back, throwing the ball to the right. It was a jump ball type of play.
If you watch what they did, they flooded the zone on the right, and they had a couple of guys open, but he went back across to the left. Obviously, he had a chance at it, but didn't work out for them. But they're staying aggressive. Staying aggressive.
Great coverage by number 24, Kelly Robert, from the Erasmus team. He's a senior. So the Curtis offense is looking to the sideline, 4th and 15. Getting the play. Let's see what they got. Juan's going to take the shotgun snap. He's looking to pass.
Wow.
He's going all the way to the end zone. He had a guy, he just overthrew him. Just overthrew him.
Kid's got such a strong arm, though.
He really does.
Throws a tight spiral. They took their opportunity now. Back on the side for the Dutchman. 8:51 to go in this game, and you can feel the energy level starting to rise in anticipation of somebody breaking this game open.
2020 ball game, 8:51 to play. Still very much anyone's game to win.
Turnovers have been the key for Curtis, and converting off those turnovers. So.
Right. Erasmus takes the shotgun snap, ball goes around the right-hand side. Handoff was to number 6, Jade Foxworth. Erasmus is certainly getting all of their players involved in the offense, especially in the second half here.
Both teams have big rosters and a lot of capable performers, so personnel substitutions are very important in this game.
So we've got 2 wide receivers to the left. Foxworth going back in motion, now cycling back. Handoff up the middle.
He's got room.
Breaking tackles. He just spun across, almost to midfield.
Big play up the middle.
Rod Sheen Air with some big yardage right there.
Curtis gashed a little bit there, and this is where you really can get Curtis in a very tough position. If you run some play action passing right now, because they're going to be aware of what's going on up front.
Pujano hands the ball off again to number 15, and again he's just rumbling. He's rumbling for a little guy. He's rumbling.
Rod Sheen Ayer, senior running back, again, senior leadership, starting to try to take over this game for Erasmus.
At this time, all of these seniors realize this is their last chance to make an impression. This is their last chance to make their name in the history of their school.
Oh, you hear those stands now all fired up because E-Hall, they've been there and done it. And they feel like their team has got momentum right now.
Yeah, Curtis taking that time out, trying to slow this down.
Yes, they were. Yes, they will. They're trying to, but.
Nice to see the crowd getting into it a little bit here in the later stages of the game.
They may try to keep it on the ground and chew up a lot of that clock. They don't really want Curtis back on the field, especially with the quarterback, Harper, and the rest of those weapons. Samuel Martin and the other seniors that are stepping up on the other side for the Warriors.
Jano just stormed out of the huddle on the team huddle on the sideline. Looks like they might be taking him out of the game. He has his helmet off. He's not happy about it. Can't be mad at the coach for going with his seniors at this point at the game and this point of the season.
I think they just try to keep the tempo and the pressure on and give Curtis some confusion up front. Take him out of their coverages and see if they can exploit something. Cajano will probably come back and throw the football.
There's a little bit of confusion now. Players running in and out. I think they're going to have Cole Plow in at quarterback. Cole Cloud waiting for the snap. It's a high snap. He takes the ball, keeps it himself. Looks like he wanted to possibly hand it off, but a high snap, give the timing of the play off.
Yeah, smart, keeping the ball in the middle of the field and driving down towards the end zone. Worst come to worst, you can always kick it, even though they haven't been that successful so far this afternoon. But there's no real wind blowing out here. So you want to keep the ball in the middle of the field as much as possible. Give your team a shot.
Coldclow's going to take the snap, keep it himself. He might be gone here. He might be gone. He's in for the touchdown.
Great play selection there. Lulled him in the middle. And like I said, a handoff, fake handoff, and/or a run around the end was great. Great execution on his part.
Jeremiah Coldclow with the touchdown.
They felt confident in their playmakers, and he certainly converted on that. Great play.
So
only a junior, too.
Pajano's going to come back out to kick. Certainly looks like both of these teams are going to be pretty loaded next year.
Yes, they are.
All right, snaps down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Splits the uprights. So the Dutchmen take a 7-point lead with just under 7 minutes to play.
Oh, here we go. 27-20. Enough time on the clock, though, for Curtis to answer, but they can't afford any mistakes and can't panic here.
No, they just need to play their game. They just need to keep trying to move that ball down the field. They were very good at getting first downs, moving the ball up the field. They need to get back to that.
The key thing will be not to allow anyone to get behind you, and that's what Erasmus is going to make sure of, because you see how aggressive they've been through the air. So the key thing will be to run those coverages and execute on the defensive end, not allowing anyone to get behind you. Kevon Harper will definitely take his shots.
I expect to see a deep kick from Cajano here. Hopefully they get the ball far down the field as possible. Erasmus lined up, ready to kick. Curtis has 2 men deep at the 20-yard line. The ball's up. It's just a short kick, midfield kick. Ball's received at the 40-yard line, and then he's immediately dropped.
Hard-hitting affair out here.
Sent back about 4 yards on that hit.
Sent back about 10 years.
A lot of weight room activity over there at Erasmus as well as Curtis, but I know Erasmus, they really keep their kids well-conditioned, and they're very serious about that. So you see it coming out here on the field.
All right, again, it's a one-possession game. Still anybody's game to win. Both teams have plenty of experience in these type of games. Let's see what they got. That's a quick handoff to the left-hand side. Certainly would expect Harper to come out throwing here at some point.
Oh, he will definitely throw the ball downfield.
There's a loss of 1 yard on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 11. Kevon Harper back, waiting for the shotgun snap. He's got trips right. Going to hold on to the ball. He's going to pass it out to the right here to number 1. And again, very, very, very good defense by the Erasmus Hall squad.
Great coverage by Tafari Stewart, the junior defensive back, staying with his man again, not allowing anyone to get behind him. That's key. That means you can't even fall down on coverage. Not the easiest position to play out on an island with very capable playmakers.
I'd say Tafari Stewart probably gave up a few inches to the wide receiver there, but he got his ups.
Yes,
he made the play. All right, shotgun steps back. Back to pass. He's throwing the ball up over the middle. He's throwing it to traffic. Intercepted by Erasmus. Number 4. Jeremiah Coldclow making touchdowns, making interceptions.
That's right. A dual performer. Safety, and on the other side, he's a running back, steps in at quarterback, scored the last touchdown for the Dutchman. And again, only a junior, so wow, he's got a lot of opportunity to come back and be a big-time college prospect next season.
Certainly,
he already is.
Certainly pumped up his highlight tape today.
Yes, he did. Again, perennial powers squaring off. 6:04 to go. Doesn't get much better than this.
Now, these teams have certainly treated us to a wonderful football game today. Everything you could ask for in a championship game.
Extremely competitive and exciting.
Well, Cole Klaus still in at quarterback. He's running number 8 into motion. Out to the left-hand side. Looking for the shotgun snap. He's going to take the ball, keep it himself. Fakes it up the middle, keeps the ball to the right. They don't have an answer for him right now.
You know he's fired up. And he's vying for MVP here.
So there was a gain of about 8 yards on the play, but then a flag came in late. Certainly looked like it could be against the defense. It is on the defense. 5-yard face mask, okay. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Cole Klaus ready to take the handoff. They're not wasting any time. 5:50 to play and counting. Ball snapped up the middle. He hands it off. He hands it off, and this guy's going to be gone.
Oh,
Number 15. Oh, almost.
Rasheen Air again.
Rasheen Air.
There is some laundry down. Looks like a hold.
Oh, what a shame.
You think that senior doesn't want another ring?
Take away that nice play. All right, so there's a holding penalty on the play. They're going to take them back.
Holding against Erasmus. Senior penalty knocked off from the spot of the foul. The result of the play is still good enough for another veteran. 1st down.
Great second effort.
So that's going to bring up 1st and, should be 1st and 15, no, 1st and 10.
I think they still put it at 1st and 10.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Cole Klaus still in at quarterback. He's going to take the ball, keep it up the middle. He's not wasting any time. He's going in for the
The
touchdown.
most valuable player of the game.
2 touchdowns and an interception.
Unless Curtis can come up with some kind of turnover again, Erasmus is basically putting this one out of reach with only 5:05 to go in the game. Thanks to Mr. Koplow. You think that was in a good in-game adjustment they made at quarterback?
That's why these teams are here, coaching. They definitely know how to coach them up. So it's going to unfortunately be an uphill battle for the Curtis Warriors. It looks like their quarterback is here on the training table. They're going to have to come up with something different on offense. So Cajano is back to kick. Ball snap, placed down. Ball's through the up, no good.
Cajano's kick is no good. Your score,
Wide to the left.
33.
And we see them attending to Kevon Harper right in front of us here. Looks like he's not going to be able to go. And they're protecting him for his future.
That's unfortunate. It's
It is.
unfortunate for him.
But he's saying he's limping. He wants to be back there for his team, but I think it's smart to protect him right now.
Yeah, he still has a bright future here
Yes, he does.
for the Curtis Warriors. All right, so Curtis is going to have to dial up something different on offense. Sometimes you never know. That could be a spark for them. Try to rally around their quarterback who's hurt and play for him. But Erasmus seems to be in the driver's seat here with a 13-point lead with just over 5 minutes to play.
So important to know how to finish, and they've been there and done that a couple of times. They know how to finish games and execute down the stretch, and that's exactly what you're seeing. Plus, incredible coaching adjustments made along the way on the fly by Danny Landberg and his crew to see where they could exploit Curtis, making the switch when they thought they needed to.
Cargiano's back to kick. He's going to kick the ball off from the 40-yard line. It's a short kick, about a 19-yard kick. No return on the play. Cleanly received by Curtis. So they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
I see Harper was over there pleading his case and wanting to go back out.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, unfortunately for that young man, he might be done for the day, but he will be back next year.
the disc jockey's blue tent. Thank you.
Okay, so Curtis has a new quarterback on the center. He's currently waiting for the shotgun snap. Got the ball, snap. Throws a quick dart right over the middle to number 3, but it just slightly overthrown, a little low. Wow, Harper's coming back out of the field.
Yep. I saw him over there pleading his case. He doesn't want to not be out there to help his team, but he was limping pretty bad.
Yeah, he's still limping a little bit, but adrenaline's taken over, and he wants to give his team their best chance to win. Have to respect that from the young man. He's got the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. He's going to keep the ball himself. He's on the run, and he's sacked for a loss. Getting up very slowly here. Yeah, he's limping again. He's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Could slowly be slipping away for the Warriors here.
They need to protect that young man so he doesn't get hurt further than he already is.
All right, so Kevon Harper's still in at quarterback. Send it a player number 3 in motion to the left. He's back to pass, and he's going to get sacked. Sacked by a number 11, Caden Brown. Erasmus is pretty hyped right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the 4-minute warning.
So that play is going to bring us down to the 4-minute warning. Erasmus with a 13-point lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, a important announcement from school safety. If you are leaving, please use the exits to the right of the bleachers. If you exit, all exits are final. Once again, we remind you, please, no one is allowed on the field at the end of the game. We invite everybody to stay with us for the presentation of the PSAL medals, awards, and banners.
This place is really packed to the hilt in the stands. Several thousand people showed up for the city title.
Curtis is throwing the ball deep down the field, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by number 26. Josiah Andrews.
Josiah Andrews, only a sophomore with a great pick. Out there playing in the outfield, just waiting for the throw. And that's about it for here. I guarantee you, Dutchmen are going to go into a tight formation and let that clock run out.
So unfortunately, it looks like there is an Erasmus player injured on the field. So many players from Erasmus are involved with this game today and the game plan. A lot of big plays by the defense here in the late stages of the game.
She needs.
We have the Dutchman coaching staff and athletic trainers lifting up a player off the field. He's walking off on his own, which is always a good sight to see. Looks like it's number 1, Ashton Padilla. He's walking off gingerly, but he's walking off on his own, which is always good to see.
The ball will be marked on the 32-yard line of Curtis.
All right, so Cajano's bringing the offense out onto the field. They're going to take over 1st and 10. .32-yard line. Waiting the shotgun snap. Curtis Warriors are very anxious, trying to get off the ball here. Number 88's in motion to the right, now back to the left. Jono's again waiting for the shotgun snap. High snap. Ball's thrown to the end zone. He's got number 8. Oh! Good coverage by the defense on that play.
That was going to be another 6 on the scoreboard without that defensive play.
Yeah, they're going to keep taking shots down the field and trying to get a quick score here because they've got just 3:30 to go in the game.
Nice play by number 19, Johnny Mims, on the play. Excuse me, I think that was number 14, Miles McGoy. All right, shotgun snap, handoff off the middle. Ball's taken by number 22 from Erasmus, Zaire Andrews.
That spread formation creates natural running lanes for the running back. But I think Cajano will try to throw the ball again for some insurance or just chew the clock up. We'll see.
Yeah, so it's 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line.
Best bet is just to chew that clock up and get out of here with yet another city title for Erasmus.
Cajano sending number 88 in motion. Hand off to number 22. Zaire Andrews playing it pretty conservative here. Gain of about a yard on the play. Cajano's waiting for the play from the sideline. 2:41 to play. Crowd is all pretty quiet. Cajano's waiting for the shotgun snap. Number 88 in motion. We hand the ball off to number 22 again. And he's kind of rumbling forward with the help of some of the offensive linemen.
Oh, Curtis ball.
Fumble recovered by Curtis.
Wow. They just
2:25 to play.
They don't want to close this one out. I think they're having too much of a good time out here. 2:25 left in the game. And Erasmus still up 33-20. They'll go into prevent defense and not allow anyone to torch him.
Yeah, they're going to drop some of their defensive backs pretty deep. Looks like the last couple of long pass attempts were intercepted, so.
Yeah, you just play the outfield and wait.
Erasmus is going to check the formation, call timeout, talk about it.
You got to credit Curtis for never giving up in this game. They made a lot of things happen, turnovers, catalytic to them staying in the game. But Erasmus in the end out-physicaled them and used their muscle and their determination and their big game experience. And obviously very confident because they had beat them in the regular season. But both teams showed up to play really well tonight. And I don't think there's any disappointment for either coaching staff. Both sides really contributed heavily to trying to win this one.
It's been a great effort by both teams. You play all year to get to this point, so.
The kids showed up. All of them showed up.
They definitely did. All right, so Short pass to the right-hand side. Looks like he might have a little room to run. D-backs were playing back pretty deep, so it is going to leave that part of the field open. It looks like they got a first down on the play. Remove the chains for 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
A lot of alumni here, too, attending this game on both sides. They've got a lot of pride in both of these programs.
Quarterback drops back to pass. He's scrambling. He's going to air it out straight down the field. He's got number 14 wide open. He makes the reception.
Great play.
Miles McGoy on the reception.
Another junior, too. Another junior going up to get it.
These teams are going to be loaded next year. There's a little less than 2 minutes to play, and Curtis is on the march. Get the ball, 1st and 10, 30, 29-yard line. Ball snapped. Ball's thrown to the end zone. It looks like, intercepted. Slightly underthrown. Oh, the ball's out.
Oh, boy, they don't want to let us go home.
That was a smash. So the ball was intercepted and then fumbled, and Curtis will get the ball back.
Not without more excitement. Wow.
Warriors are going to have the ball, 1st and 10. Relatively the same spot where they just took the ball in the last play. They're going to move them back about 2 or 3 yards. Going to move them back 4 yards.
This has been very entertaining. Nobody giving up here.
No, certainly not. So the ball was just slightly underthrown by Christopher Arnfritz. He's scrambling and he's taken down. Gain of about 4 yards. You got a timeout, Curtis, on the field.
Listen, minute 25 left.
He almost had some room to go there. They just caught him on the shoulder.
That's right.
Before he could break into the secondary.
Anything could happen in this final minute 25, the way this thing is going, but Curtis has really got to come up with a score right now.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of everything here today, so.
Anything can happen.
Definitely been an exciting
game. I still think
game.
Erasmus is in control, but Curtis has certainly answered the call when they could off of turnovers and switching the momentum at times throughout the game.
Right, so we have to call in a quick timeout. Curtis is back out on the line of scrimmage, ready to play. We got 2nd down on a box. About 6 yards. A long 5. Minute 25 to play. Curtis has 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. 1 running back to the left-hand side of the quarterback, awaiting the shotgun snap. Number 1's going to be off in motion to the left-hand side. Quarterback's looking to pass. Ball's up, thrown towards the end zone, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown.
Oh boy!
They're downing him at the 1.
Wow!
They are downing him at the 1-yard line.
Wow! Curtis executing down the stretch here, not allowing anyone to go home just yet. Minute 15 left. Amazing how the stands get so quiet in these suspenseful moments. Erasmus fans were sure of a victory, and they probably will wind up with that, but Curtis definitely making it interesting down the final seconds of this game.
So unfortunately, there's a Erasmus player down at the goal line. Definitely a bit of a scrum for people to go up for that reception. There were 2 Curtis receivers in the area and 2 Erasmus defenders in the area. From my vantage point, it certainly looked like he made it into the end zone, but he might have had his knee down there at the 1-yard line. So And we have an injury timeout on the field. Referees trying to keep the players on the field.
And you see a spirited Danny Lamberg and his staff over there telling these guys is stop with the mental lapses. The game's not over yet.
All right, so number 4, Jeremiah Cole-Klaus, being walked off the field with the trainers right now. Erasmus has their substitutions in. Obviously, they're going to be going with their goal line defense.
Goal, Curtis.
Curtis has 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Number 10 takes the shotgun snap, hands the ball up the middle to number 25.
There's the touchdown.
Never quitting.
Touchdown by number 25, Maurice Hinton.
This extra point, very critical.
Certainly is. Curtis is keeping it interesting.
You gotta love when the kids never give up and keep fighting all the way through to the final whistle.
Okay, so they're going to be going for 2 here. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback's rolling right, throwing the ball just a little too high.
Still within the touchdown though, to tie the game up.
Yes, sir.
And you know what's coming right now, the onside kick.
You know the onside kick is coming. Absolutely. That's the only chance they have. Let's see how they execute.
10 yards, but Erasmus will make personnel substitutions here on the front line, putting the guys with the best hands up front to catch that football and put it away.
Well, it's good to see Cole-Klaus coming back out onto the field. You know he'll be on the front line.
Oh, yes.
Jeremiah was hurt on that last goal line play, on reception at the 1. He's back out on the field. He's coming to the front line on the far sideline. His home team's far sideline, I should say. So you got the hands team up front. Looks like the onside kick will be coming, kicking it right towards us. And they might have went offsides. For some reason, the kicker stopped and the offense went past him.
Got to execute that perfectly
Flags on the play.
in order to recover and also to prevent recovery. So
it was no bigger timing play than an onside kick in football.
And dangerous because so many guys are flying in to get that football. It's
Penalty.
very, very physical.
Penalty was actually on Erasmus, so they moved him up 5. Let's see how they execute. All right, so the kick is going to be an onside kick. It goes about.
Wow.
Oh my God! Curtis has the football.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God!
Great execution on that.
Wow! It just went off the hands of one of the Erasmus receivers. So Curtis has life with a minute.
This has got to be one of the better championship games I've seen played down to the wire. And how appropriate the top 2 seeds going at it. 1:07 left. Curtis has a chance if they can score a touchdown. At least to send this game into overtime.
So just when you think you've seen it all, there's
Credit
more in store.
Both coaching staffs not allowing their players to give in and go home without trying and leaving it all on the field.
And so Curtis 1st and 10, ball snapped. Quarterback is back to pass. He's going to scramble forward, and the ball is out.
Wow.
I think Erasmus has the football. They do. Fumble is recovered by Erasmus. Number 11, Caden Brown.
As quickly as that pendulum shifted, now you know what Erasmus is going to do. They're just going to sit on that football, not allow any more possibilities for Curtis to come back.
No, it's victory formation time.
That's it.
This is how this one's going to end.
No more. Who would give this team in black a chance again? They don't quit. I love it. Love it. Love the way they played today.
So most of the joy now is turned to sorrow for the Curtis Warriors.
A lot of E-Hall fans here too
That's it.
to celebrate.
All
They were
proud.
out there tailgating and everything when I came here.
So we're going to end up with a final score of 33-26. E-Hall is going to win this one. Thank you to all of our over 1,200 viewers we've got on YouTube right now.
Unbelievable.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for us.
And that's it. The clock's going to tick down. Erasmus Hall is city champs.
There we go.
It was a pleasure calling this game with you today, fellas.
Great working with you too.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we invite everybody to remain with us, please, in the seating area. For the
Congratulations to
PSAL medals
Erasmus Hall team and coaching staff
If you are leaving,
as the clock ticks down to the final seconds with the score of
to the street.
Erasmus Hall 33, Curtis Warriors 26.
We will stick around on the stream here to bring you the final awards presentation, unfurling of that championship banner, staying at Erasmus.
Players all walking around the field, congratulating each other. Erasmus has their flag. They're waving it to their people in the stands. Cheerleaders cheering for them. Great to see all these young men's hard work pay off for them. I'm sure they started sometime in August this year. And now they dropped the flag in the field.
the PSAL Senior Executive Director, Mr. Session. PSAL Sports Board, Mr. Eric. Mr. Jerry Epstein. 2021. We'll present the 2021 Championship Awards to the Dutchman of Erasmus Hall High School. Ladies and gentlemen, while the final photos are being taken, a few quick announcements. As you are leaving, please be mindful of the steps on the bleachers and please exit directly out onto the street. Please be mindful of the traffic. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln High School. Thank you, our medical staff. Thank you, Ronald, our disc jockey. And thank you to all of our parents, family, and fans for being here today. Have a wonderful holiday season. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Safe home.
There it is. The banner is unfurled on the field. Erasmus taking home another championship, another wonderful season. Thanks for watching. For everyone here from Abraham Lincoln High School, I'm Peter Andrus. For Adam Calgene, for Joby Smith, this has been a pleasure. And we'll see you next year. We'll bring you all the Lincoln action and maybe a little bit more once again here on Lincoln Media. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for sticking with us, and we will see you next time.